Well, it is now a Category 5, 160-mile-per-hour winds. It's made that little turn off to the northeast, moving at about 12 miles per hour. It will continue on that track. The pressure is down to about 915 millibars, so it is a very strong storm. It's got hurricane force winds that extend out from the center about 30 miles or so, and that could double in nature as we get into the next day or so. It will weaken a little bit. It's going to pick up a little bit of wind shear during the day tomorrow, down to a Category 4 by tomorrow evening, about 130-mile-per-hour winds, and that's about the intensity it should make landfall tomorrow along portions of areas around Tampa, St. Pete, anywhere in this cone here, in this kind of faded line here. That's going to be kind of the firing line. Any of that area is up for grabs, and then it will weaken as it goes across the peninsula and then extends on out as we get into the early part of Thursday and gets back offshore by Thursday afternoon, and then weakening once it gets out south of Bermuda as an extratropical storm within 72 hours of now or so. You can see here, these are the models that are kind of plotting where it make landfall. That's real important for a lot of these smaller communities, because wherever that is, especially on the eastern and southern side of that storm, could pick up some really big storm surge, some high rainfall totals, and even in around St. Pete, if the Tampa Bay decides it gets on that backside of that storm, may empty that Tampa Bay into St. Petersburg and cause them some serious flooding too. So that's something to remember. This is Tampa Bay right here, just into the areas of Tampa. These are some of the rains that are out ahead of the storm right now that are just offshore in the Gulf. So hurricanes force winds, those winds may increase in size. The storm itself may increase in size too. Wind shear is expected, so there'll be a little bit of weakening, but not a whole lot. It's going to be a major hurricane when it makes landfall in about 24, 28 hours from now, with life-threatening swells 10 to 15 feet in nature. Rainfall totals, just depending on where the storm center comes into, Spring Hill in and around Tampa, also down around Ocala, which is a little more towards the center of the state. Tropical storm advisories also in effect over the Carolina coast as we go into Friday evening or so, and some high rip current risks along the North and South Carolina coast over the course of the next day and a half or so. We'll watch for that, and watch Milton. By this time tomorrow night, we may see some really active patterns.